So, today in this lecture for the subject basic thermodynamics, unit number 2, that is first law of thermodynamics, we are going to discuss the perpetual motion machine, that is PMM1. So, now this perpetual motion machine may also be discussed in the upcoming lectures also. So, just for a repetition purpose it may be discussed. Now, the next point in today's video is the numericals on first law of thermodynamics for closed systems undergoing change of state. So, for what is a PMM1? That is a perpetual motion machine of the first kind. So, what does that machine indicate, or what that machine is? So, the first law states that the general it discusses the general energy. So, energy can neither be created nor it can be destroyed, but is transferred from one form to other. So, what is a PMM1? There can be no machine which would continuously supply mechanical work without some other form of energy disappearing simultaneously, as shown in the figure. Now, this figure indicates a hypothetical machine which is called as the perpetual motion machine of the first kind, which gives work as an output, and this work can be generated by using the heat. But PMM says that you continuously get work output without spending any of the heat input. So, no form of energy is getting lost, but there is work output. So, practically this is not possible. You have to spend some quantity of heat to convert it into a mechanical work, like in case of the internal combustion engines, or also called as the heat engines. So, the converse is also true. So, converse is also true means, now see, this is a PMM1. So, heat output is 0, but there is work input. So, this is also not possible. So, the converse of PMM1 is also not possible. So, there can be no machine which would continuously consume work without some other form of energy disappearing from that is simultaneously that form of energy disappears. So, this case is also not possible, and that is the reason why PMMs are imaginary machines or fictitious machines which are not practically existing. Now, let us discuss the first numerical. A stationary mass of gas is compressed without friction from an initial state of 0.3 meter cube and 0.105 megapascals to a final state of 0.15 meter cube and 0.15 megapascals. The pressure measuring constant during the process. So, you can see here the pressure is constant. Okay. There is a transfer of 37.6 kilojoules of heat from gas during this process. So, what is asked? How much does the internal energy of the gas change? So, the condition we will discuss is the first law for a stationary system in a process. So, for stationary systems, you know that Q minus W is equal to delta U. Now, delta U is change in internal energy, W is work done, and Q is the heat supplied. Or in other words, this is just the first law, which can also be written as Q is equal to delta U plus W. Now, the representation of that numerical is shown here. Okay. So, how that numerical is been represented here? So, pressure on the y axis, on x axis you have the volume, initial pressure P1, final pressure P2, but the pressures are constant. Again initial volume V1 and final volume V2, V2 and V1, and this area under this PV diagram is the work done. So, for this system Q plus W is equal to delta U, but to find out the work done, we know for a constant pressure process W is equal to P into bracket V 2 minus V 1, and V 2 and V 1 are known parameters, which is 0.15 into 10 raised to 3, that is the pressure, and the volume changes, that is the difference in the volume delta V. So, this gives minus 15.75 kilo joules. Now, why this is taken as minus? The negative sign is because the work is done on the system. Okay. Now, similarly, just the conversion of units, 1 megapascals is equal to 10 raised to 3 kilopascals. So, delta U is equal to Q minus W. So, Q is given, that is the heat. So, negative sign of heat is indicates that it is given out of the system, right, it is given out of the system. And when you use this equation, that is delta U Q minus W, here Q is equal to minus 37.6 minus 15.75, the justification of both is given here. Okay. So, we get the final value minus 21.85 kilojoules. So, delta U, that is the change in internal energy, is what? Minus 21.85 kilojoules, and thus we can say that the internal energy of the gas decreases by 21.85 kilojoules. Next numerical, a gas of 4 kg is contained within a piston cylinder machine. The gas undergoes a process for which PV raised to 1.5 is equal to constant. The initial pressure is 3 bars and the initial volume is 0.1 meter cube, and the final volume is 0.2 meter cube. The specific internal energy of the gas decreases by 4.6 kilojoules per kg. There are no significant changes in kinetic energy and potential energy. Determine the net heat transfer of the process. So, you can see the representation of the numerical on y axis, this is P1, P2. So, this is a polytropic process which we write it as P1 V1 raised to n is equal to P2 V2 raised to n, and this is the first state and this is the final state. Again V1 V2. So, V1 is a given parameter, V2 is the given parameter. P1 is 3 bars and P2 is, that is we have to find it out and then we have to implement it. So, again for stationary system, Q is equal to Q minus W is equal to delta U. So, W for a polytropic process is given by this formula, that is W is equal to P2 V2 minus P1 V1 upon 1 minus n. Again P1 V1 raised to n is equal to P2 V2 raised to n is equal to 1 point, and where n is the polytropic index, which is 1.5. So, from this equation we can find P2 by substituting this value, it comes out to be 1.06 bars. Now, again the same diagram, we have found out P2 right now. P2 is known, we have found out, P1 is known, V1 is known and V2 is also known. So, when all these parameters are known, we can find W is equal to now P2 V2 minus P1 V1 upon 1 minus n. So, 1 bar is equal to 100 kilopascals. So, this conversion is given here, and putting the values in this equation now. P1 P2 is this, again V2 P1 V1, and we are converting that bar into kilopascals, and 1 minus 1.5. So, the required value will be, work done will be W is equal to 17.6 kilojoules. Now, the specific internal energy decreases by how much? 4.6 kilojoules per kg. A gas of 4 kg is contained in the piston cylinder machine. Now, we have found out the change in internal energy for a given mass. So, the given mass is known, that is 4 kg, and we have found out the change in internal energy per that is for a unit mass, but the mass given is 4 kg. So, delta U will be 4 into minus 4.6, which comes out to be 18.4 kilojoules, that is again minus. Again we know this formula, Q minus W is equal to delta U, and putting the values of W, delta U, we get the heat. Now, in the last slide we have derived what? W, work done. In this slide, change in internal energy for a given mass, we have derived delta U. So, the addition of both by using this equation, that is, we can find out the Q. So, Q is equal to W plus delta U. So, delta U is this, and W we know in the last slide it was 17.6. So, the final Q will be minus 0.8 kilojoules. So, here negative sign represents net heat is transferred from the system to the surrounding. So, these are the references. Thank you friends, thank you very much.